We'll see how it goes. I gotta close.
I'm live.
Give me a sec. Yeah, you're pretty good right now. Oh, come on, bro. Look, it's red. The stream will turn red. Look.
Yeah, same man.
Come on. Maybe there's too much stuff open. Alright. Let's try this again. I'm gonna cancel it.
Let's go, YouTube. Can y'all hear me? Let's go, Lou. You can hear me?
Dang, I want to go back to 3. Look how slow it is. I think I'm gonna turn it off and then go back on again.
Yo, Lou, I'm gonna cut off and come back on. Come back in, bro.
Alright, so let's cancel this. Yeah, let's cut this.
My signal is not that strong. Yo, Lou, let me know if you can hear me. You can see me. Is it messing up?
Start streaming again.
It's not public though.
Huh? It's about on screen. Let's see how long it stays. Alright, it's good so far. Alright, you're live, I think.
What's good? What's good, people? Can y'all see me? Y'all can hear me? It's not lagging.
I think you're gonna sign in. Want me to sign out of your account here?
Nah, you can leave it. I need my headphones. Lil Lou, I'm lagging, man. Headphones. Oh.
I got it on here. Wait, tell me when
So it's not lagging, right? You can see me and everything. What's good, people? It's good, fellas, man. What y'all think about this upcoming fights, man? I want to talk to y'all about it's Vasyl Lomachenko. Lomachenko ducking that Garcia fight. Y'all can hear me? What's good, people? So, man, what y'all think about Mikey Garcia and that Vasyl Lomachenko? Vasyl Lomachenko is trying to, him and Bob Arum stuck in that Mikey Garcia fight, man. Also, Jeff Horn ain't trying to get in there with Oh, you get it? All right, cool. Yeah, we gotta. That's what we gotta do to get his popularity up. You know, new media, man. We gotta. This new media, that old media, man. They full of it. We gotta get his popularity up. TBE Jeff Horn, Chavez? No, sir. No, no, sir. Yeah, Jeff Horn not trying to get that action with Terence Crawford, man. He went from $5 million. He said that he could get $3 million from Anthony Mundine fight. Now he talking, but he won $5 million from Terence Crawford. Jeff Horn trying to get a payday. He's trying to cash out before he get knocked out. Amazing, man. Yeah, man. Yo, Lou, man. That's a good idea, man. Put Deontay Wilder on Dancing with the Stars and all that. Yeah, I think Mikey. They know Mikey is a huge threat to Vasyl Lomachenko. Bob Arum know that. Bob Arum know it firsthand. But so Jeff Horn wants $5 million to fight Terence Crawford, who's his mandatory. And granted, I don't knock Jeff Horn, as he is a champion, so he should get paid. But $5 million, man, you know, that's a lot of money for Jeff Horn. Even though he fight over in Australia, he could get paid. But you know, yeah, new media, man. That's where we at, man. We got to support new media. We got to support new media, man, so we could give everybody a chance, man. No biasness over here with new media, none of that, man. We got to give everybody a chance, everybody a shot, you know, make it happen. Yeah, putting but Lou, that's a good idea, putting Deontay Wilder on Dancing with the Stars and getting him out there, man. He got a big personality. How much was he paid in the Pacquiao fight? I have no clue, man, but it wasn't $5 million. Absolutely not. No way did he get $5 million for that Pacquiao fight. Manny Pacquiao probably got $5 million. Crystal Blast, what's going on, man? Manny Pacquiao probably got $5 million or $8 million or something like that. He ain't get no big payday for that Jeff Horn fight. Nah, he didn't get a big payday for that. But you know, so now they saying that he's too big. Mikey Garcia is too big. Jamal, what up, bro? What's shaking with you? So Mikey Garcia, Bob Arum, and Vasyl Lomachenko and their team is saying that Mikey Garcia is too big for him now. But they fought. Although I don't want to blame Vasyl Lomachenko for it, because we know Guillermo Rigondeaux was the one that pushed for that fight. He said he'll come up 2 weight classes to fight. Yeah, I thought that Pacquiao won that fight too, Lou. I had Pacquiao winning. I mean, there's other people I talked to from new media, and there's even old media that had Jeff Horn winning that fight. I personally had Manny Pacquiao winning that fight, man. And yep, Bob Arum don't want his cash cow to lose. Sure don't. Now, you know, like I was saying, man, Guillermo Rigondeaux was the one that chose to go up and weight 2 weight classes to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. So I don't want to blame Lomachenko, but there was a time when Lomachenko was 126 pounds, Guillermo Rigondeaux was 122, and they could have got it on down there, and Lomachenko chose not to fight him. Yeah, man. Yeah, it is sad, Lou, but you know what? It's a good thing, man. It's the turn of the tides. New media, man. We here to stay. Because the old media, man, you see Dan Rafael, man. This dude, man, he's the worst. He said that he was saying that BJ Saunders was boxing beautifully, but when you saw Lara was boxing and Floyd Mayweather, he said they so boring. It's amazing, man. You know what it is. We know what it is already, but You know, they sent, so now Guillermo Rigondeaux moved up 2 weight classes to fight Lomachenko. But if you think about it, Lomachenko fights at 130. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rigo wanted to catch weight. That's when Loma was 126. Rigo was 122. He said he'll fight him. He said he'll fight him even after they was denying it. Lomachenko and his team, Bob Arum, them, they was denying the fight. That's when Rigo said he'll even go to 126. Forget it. They still didn't want to do it. Yeah, Pacquiao won that fight. Me personally, you know, it's all opinionated, but me personally, I thought Pacquiao won the fight. You know what I mean? But so now you think about it, Lomachenko fight at 130. He fight at 130. Mikey Garcia is 135. Rigo fought at 122. He came up to 130. That's 8 pounds. So you telling me that Lomachenko, the great Lomachenko, can't go up 5 pounds? That's ridiculous. It's only 5 pounds. He could go up 5 pounds. Because he came in the Rigo fight. He was the second weigh-in, he was 138. So that was the second day weigh-in, the day of fight, early in the morning. It was 9:30 here in New York. Exactly. He weighed 138 in the second day. So he can't make 135? Of course he can make 135, because I'm pretty sure when he stepped in the ring, he was all at 141. So, you know, he can make the fight and fight Mikey Garcia. That's what the great ones do. Everybody says Lomachenko is great. He greater than Floyd Mayweather, but people forget Floyd Mayweather started his career at 130, and he fought as high as 154. So that's 24 pounds. If Lomachenko is so great and he could beat Floyd Mayweather and he's the best in the world, the best that ever did it with only 11, 12 fights, then he need to start moving up and making it happen. Point blank and period. You know. And as far as Jeff Horn, man, Jeff Horn is trying to get a payday. He's trying to cash out before he get knocked out. Like I said, he clearly don't think, him and his team don't think that they could beat Terence Crawford. Him and his team don't think they could beat Terence Crawford. So for Vasyl Lomachenko and Bob Arum saying that Mikey Garcia is too big, that's really ridiculous. That's really ridiculous, man. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come in too. But that's really ridiculous, man, to say that he can't, you know, he's too small. So when is he gonna be able to prove himself? If Mikey Garcia, if he don't fight Mikey Garcia, I mean, he got to take on Tank Davis then. They even talking about, the funny thing about it, Vasyl Lomachenko, is if yeah, Jeff Horn should get 1.5. That's a huge, that should be a huge payday for Jeff Horn. But Lomachenko and their team is talking about going up to 135, depending on who win the titles. So that's amazing. You know, so Mikey Garcia would be too big for him, but if he went up to 135 to fight somebody else, they wouldn't be too big for him, which is amazing. Because they looking to fight what's his name? Ray Beltran at 135. If Beltran win the title at 135, then Lomachenko and his team said that they'll go up to 135 and fight him, and fight Beltran. But they won't go up there to fight. But they won't go up there and fight Mikey Garcia. How crazy is that? That's what I'm saying. How could you compare? That's what I'm saying, Lou. How could you compare Vasyl Lomachenko? How could somebody like, see, this is why this is why new media is important. And this is why we got to be supportive. Y'all got to support the new media and the new movement. How could you have somebody somebody like Dan Radfield that's the lead writer for boxing for ESPN, saying that Vasyl Lomachenko could beat Floyd Mayweather at 130 pounds, but then say that he's too small to fight Mikey Garcia, who's only 5 pounds north of his weight class. Yep, when Floyd went up to 135, he fought the top dogs, man. I don't know, a lot of people don't remember, but they told Floyd it was career suicide when he took on Diego Corrales. He was such an underdog, and Dan Rafael himself wrote that article. He said that it was career suicide for Floyd Mayweather to fight Diego Corrales. Floyd Mayweather went right up in weight and took on the best. He didn't half step. He went right after the best, whoever was the best at the weight class. So when you get a lot of people saying Floyd Mayweather ducked and dodged and cherry picked his way, those are decaps, man. They don't know nothing about the sport of boxing. They trolls. They just trolling, man. I mean, you don't gotta like Floyd Mayweather outside of the ring. Yeah, Mikey hits too hard. That's the excuse. He too big and he hit too hard. But if you could compare Lomachenko to Floyd Mayweather and say that he's the best right now with 12 fights, then he should be able to go up high tech, the Matrix. He doing stuff that nobody's doing. Then he should be able to go up in weight and take on the best. That's what he should be doing, going up in weight and taking on the best. Because if you think about it, that's what the greats did. You know, Manny Pacquiao, he went up, 8 weight classes. Manny Pacquiao was smaller than Floyd Mayweather. So if you're saying that he's greater than Manny Pacquiao, he's greater than Juan Manuel Marquez, he's greater than Floyd Mayweather, then he need to move up in weight. Because if you think about it, Vasyl Lomachenko is bigger than Manny Pacquiao. See, that's how you know who do their homework and who don't do their homework. Vasyl Lomachenko is bigger than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao fought Miguel Cotto. Manny Pacquiao fought Antonio Margarito. Manny Pacquiao fought Shane Mosley. Manny Pacquiao fought Miguel Cotto. He fought Floyd Mayweather. He fought Marquez. He fought, what's his name? Joshua Clottey. He fought all these dudes, man. And they was all clearly bigger than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is smaller than Vasyl Lomachenko. Manny Pacquiao is all of 5'5". Vasyl Lomachenko is 5'6", 5'7". So he should be, and he's a natural, because I don't know if y'all remember, but Manny Pacquiao started at 122, as low as 122. Vasyl Lomachenko came in at 126. And this is another thing a lot of people like to say, man. Vasyl Lomachenko, when you compare him, he had 360 something fights and only 1 loss compared to Floyd Mayweather's amateur record. He had 8 losses in his amateur record. That just mean, here's the thing, that just mean he was a grown man fighting kids, because he stayed amateur. You think about it, the Olympics is every 4 years. The Olympics is every 4 years. So that means this dude was an amateur for 8 years or more. Everybody over here in the States, we don't stay in the Olympics. Yeah, man, he started out at flyweight. That's what I'm trying to say, man. The dude was a little dude, man. You know what I mean? So you think about it. Shakur Stevenson, he could have stayed in the amateurs and went for another Olympic title, or for the Olympic gold. He didn't do that. He went right. Floyd Mayweather would see. This is another thing. This is how you know people is yeah, Floyd was a monster, Lou. But here's another thing, man. This is what I like to tell people, man. Floyd Mayweather, people say, Lomachenko has a 2 gold medals. Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones was robbed in the Olympics. They didn't lose. They was robbed in the Olympics. That's facts. Floyd was robbed in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So he would have had a gold medal. But let's say Floyd did get that gold medal, and Floyd stayed an amateur for another 4 years to get another gold medal. He was already ready to go up. Why would he stay there and take advantage? That's like taking advantage, man. If you that great, why would you stay in the amateurs for 370 fights? If you that great, just think about that. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones was robbed in the Olympics. Floyd Mayweather was robbed in the Olympics. And when they got robbed, they all turned pro immediately. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather would have stayed in amateurs for 8 years. Because you think about it, Floyd Mayweather, he was ready to win the title when he was 18. Floyd Mayweather was ready to win the title when he was 18. So just imagine a world championship as a professional, he's ready to win the title. So just imagine if that Floyd Mayweather at 18, 19, 20 years old would have stayed as an amateur. Of course he could have racked up wins. Now you're talking about a grown man fighting kids. That's what Vasyl Lomachenko did. He took advantage of the system. You know what I'm saying? That's all that means. So for all you people out there keep saying that Vasyl Lomachenko, they use the comparison and say that Vasyl Lomachenko claim the glory is that he have 360, I think it's 369 amateur wins and only 1 loss. You know, and Floyd Mayweather have 8 losses. Yeah, well the thing is, that just means Vasyl Lomachenko cheated, man, because he stayed in the amateurs as a grown man and fought kids. He stayed in the amateurs for 8 years and he fought kids. That's all that means. You know what I mean? And Roy Jones was robbed of his Olympic gold medal because he would have had a gold medal. Floyd Mayweather is robbed of his Olympic gold medal because he would have had a gold medal. So let's just look at Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard also could have stayed an amateur and won 2 gold medals. Lomo's best win to me was, I have to say, the Gary Russell win. Because at the time, Gary Russell was looked at as you know, the next best thing with all the hand speed, all the flash, all the movement, the shoe shining. So Gary Russell was supposed to be the next big thing, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jamal. I think Gary Russell was his biggest win because when he fought Nicholas Walters looked like he took a dive, man. He looked like he didn't come to fight. You know, it's one thing to get beat up and then sit on the stool and say you're not coming back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lou, man. I mean, I won't say that he's a B+ fighter. Gary Russell's supposed to fight. He got a fight coming up, matter of fact. The dude, Gary Russell is confused, man, if you ask me. Trap House Boxing, we're shaking. If you ask me, man, Gary Russell is confused, man. One day the dude said he don't like boxing. He's not really into boxing. And he gonna retire early. That's what he said at one point. And then the next thing he's saying that he gonna take advantage of the sport. He won his rematch and with Vasyl Lomachenko, that's his only loss. And I don't know, man. The dude Gary Russell, man, he's I don't think he have it all, man. I think the dude is confused. I don't think he loved the sport of boxing. And I think the Lomachenko fight took a lot out of him. He was surprised. I don't think he was properly prepared. Then the dude had the nerve, Gary Russell had the nerve to say that he said that Lomachenko, he knew he was sick. So I talked twice. I talked to Shannon Briggs. I mean, it hasn't been confirmed Trap House by Tyson Fury, but I talked twice. Shannon Briggs, I was on his live. I was talking to him live on Instagram, and he said that it's going to take place. He said it's official. He said it's going to take place in April. You know, so I hope so, man. That's a good comeback fight for Tyson Fury. That's a comeback fight for both of them because they both was out for different reasons, but Tyson Fury, but both was drug reasons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lomo got skills, man. Lomo got skills. Tony Butler, what's going on? Yeah, but Tony Butler, here's the thing with Lomo, man. It's with Lomo and Gary Russell. Styles make fights. And Gary Russell is a shoe shiner. If you watch this last fight that he had, what's the dude name? Oscar something, man. If you watch that Oscar Escadon, when he had that fight with Oscar Escadon, Tony, man, he watch that fight again, man. He's not on defensively. He's not sound on defense. So Lomachenko is always going to take advantage of that. See, the thing with Russell versus Lomachenko is that Lomachenko can match his skills. Lomachenko can match his speed. Lomachenko can match his footwork. So the thing is, it comes down to ring IQ, and Lomachenko has a higher ring IQ than Gary Russell. If you watch the Escandon fight, the last fight Gary Russell had with Escandon, Escandon was hitting him. He was getting checked. He was getting hit too much, man. He was trying to fight on the inside. He was trying to prove a point. And see, when he have a rematch with Vasyl Lomachenko, he's going to be in there trying to prove a point again. And you can't beat Lomachenko when your mind is on revenge. You got to beat him sound. You got to be calm, because the dude don't make mistakes. So yeah, that's the Jamal. That's what he said, man. That's what he said. He had to lose 5 pounds, and he said that was the reason why him and his team wasn't sure if they wanted to weight drain or just lose the titles on the belt on the scale. And they chose to weight drain, and then he didn't feel himself in the ring, and he got in the ring. So he said that he didn't have the speed, and it's a lot of excuses, dude. Trap House, good looking, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. When Roy got robbed, it was bad, man. Man, bro, if you ever did you guys ever watch that when Roy Jones fought in the Olympics and got robbed? Man, that fight wasn't. Floyd Mayweather got robbed, but it wasn't even nowhere close to the way Roy Jones got robbed. That dude didn't even lay a hand on Roy Jones the entire fight. Roy was shining on him. He was dancing on him. He was showboating. Dude couldn't land a touch. He couldn't land a finger on him. It's crazy the way Roy got robbed. I mean, you got to think, Jamal. He said that he was sluggish. He said his speed wasn't there. But I don't know, man. Here's the thing. Think about this. Mikey Garcia, and see, this is how we know who watch boxing and who don't. If you watch the special on Mikey Garcia was trying to lose weight. And the dude was throwing up in the bucket after in the scale. He was trying to shit. He was trying to piss the weight off. But the thing about that is Mikey Garcia is still undefeated. So through all of that, through all of him making himself throw up to lose those pounds and all of that, he was saying he almost passed out. Mikey Garcia was sitting in a chair. He was laid back in the chair. He almost passed out. Check out that video of Mikey Garcia trying to lose weight. But think about it. He still have a 0. So that means even in that situation where he had to drop those pounds in the same day and all of that, he still won that fight. So still was no excuses. Yeah, because Trap House, that was only Loma's third fight when he fought Gary Russell. That's why nobody knew who he was. That was his third fight. His first fight he won. His second fight he lost to Salido, and his third fight was against Gary Russell. Tony Butler, you're 100% right, man. He didn't land that many shots. That's Tony. This is my thing, man. This is my thing, Tony. The dude that's what makes a lot of people think that it's set up, because he didn't land that many punches. He don't land a lot of telling blows. So he didn't land a lot of telling blows on Nicholas Walters. He didn't land a lot of telling blows on Jason Sosa. He wasn't landing any telling blows on Guillermo Rigondeaux. But all of these dudes quit on the stool. His last 4 opponents quit on the stool without him landing no telling blows in that fight. For him for a fighter, a professional fighter with over 20 fights, quit on the stool. You talking about Rigondeaux had no losses. You talking about Nicholas Walters had no losses. You talking about Jason Sosa, who's a tough, rugged opponent. These dudes are quitting on the stool, and this guy's not even landing these clean, accurate punches. You know, I mean, look at the fight with Floyd Mayweather versus Arturo Gatti. And granted, I know these dudes don't have the heart that Arturo Gatti has, but just think about it. Floyd Mayweather punished Arturo Gatti. Arturo Gatti still didn't want to quit. His corner made him quit. They couldn't even get the mouthpiece out of his mouth. But those are the telling blows that Floyd Mayweather was landing on Arturo Gatti. And he didn't even want to quit. We talking about professional fighters. So these dudes are all sitting in the corner and deciding not to come back out because they so frustrated with his foot movement, and they so frustrated that they can't land the punch that they rather not even fight anymore. That's kind of hard to believe, man. Yo, Lou, that's what I'm trying to tell people, man. They don't understand. You know, amateur fighting and professional fighting is two different things. It's crazy, man. So they using Lomachenko's, because whenever you say it, compare Floyd Mayweather to Vasyl Lomachenko, we got to talk about the records and the accomplishments. So this dude has only had 12 fights. So now with 12 fights, they can't really compare Floyd Mayweather. So that's the old media mentality. So they got to reach back because, see, old media is so used to brainwashing everybody until thinking that, listen, this dude had the greatest amateur. He was the greatest amateur boxer in history. So that's what validates him being a great professional boxer when the dude only has 11 fights. Yeah, Jamal, that's what I'm saying. You remember that special, Jamal, when he had the when he couldn't make weight, man? He was struggling making weight. That was crazy. Oh, Mikey Garcia, man, you gotta. There, Tony, you got to think about this. See, Tony, this is where we got to do our homework. You got to remember, Mikey Garcia, actually, he destroyed Orlando Salido. Orlando Salido beat Vasyl Lomachenko. Yes, sir. Let's go, champ. I'm hoping I'm catching him. I know he's going to be here fight week for Errol Spence versus Lamont Peterson. So I catch him there. I'm gonna do some live. I'm gonna get some interviews with him, talk to him. So y'all make sure y'all fight week, the week of the fight, Peterson versus Errol Spence, man. Make sure y'all drop what y'all want me to ask, any questions, man. So I ask him the questions for y'all. Yeah. Tony, man, you got to think, man. Yeah, you're right, Jamal. Yo, Garcia destroyed Salido. So when you tell people that Garcia destroyed Orlando Salido and Lomachenko lost to Orlando Salido, then here comes the decaf situation. Here come the excuses. Well, that was only Lomachenko's second fight. That's why Orlando Salido destroyed him. But then in his third fight, they give him 100% of the props. He's supposed to deserve 100% of the props for beating Gary Russell in only his third fight. But you can't hold him accountable for losing to Salido in only his second fight because that was only his second fight. It's horrible, man. Yeah, Zach, yo, Trap House, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. See, that's how I know when you see Trap House, you know boxing, man. See, you know when you know a dude that know boxing. See, Mikey Garcia is not gonna fold. He's not gonna weld under the pressure, and all of the dancing in front of him and all of the movement and all of that stuff is not gonna overwhelm Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia is gonna be there, and Mikey Garcia is gonna be the bigger man. And he's not going to be able to push Mikey Garcia back. And Mikey Garcia knows how to cut the ring off. And Mikey Garcia is very, very accurate with his punches. He's very, very accurate with his punches. So you got to think, they know what's going to take place because Mikey Garcia is going to be there. And Mikey Garcia is going to, because he don't waste punches. So he's going to be there. He's going to land telling blows on Vasyl Lomachenko. Similar, see, that was the problem with Lomachenko and Salido. The problem was that he had way more talent than Orlando Salido. But the thing was, Salido was in there. You had to kill Orlando Salido in the ring, as you see in his last fight. You know, the corner has to stop it, man. The dude, you got to kill him in the ring. Orlando Salido knew how to cut the ring off, and he's a tough, rugged. He's gonna do whatever he have to do in the inside. When somebody like Vasyl Lomachenko is trying to frustrate you, Orlando Salido is gonna cut the ring off, and he's gonna make you fight. And that's the same thing that Mikey Garcia is gonna do to Vasyl Lomachenko, and they don't want that. That's what I'm saying, Jamal, man. That's the thing. He's not flashy. He's not he's not he's not a shoe shiner. You know, he don't have his speed don't jump off the screen when you watching him. His speed don't jump off the when you watching him train. His speed don't jump out at you, man. But he do everything correctly. Yo, Trap House, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Mikey knows how to cut the ring off. He gonna cut the ring off on Vasyl. So all that stuff that Vasyl Lomachenko do, and the shoe shine, and you gotta remember too, Mikey Garcia is an orthodox fighter and Vasyl Lomachenko is a southpaw fighter. So Mikey Garcia is very accurate with his right hand. His right hand is gonna come straight down the pipe. And Vasyl Lomachenko, see, the thing is, Lomachenko can't waste rounds and play around and do those things that he do with everybody else with Mikey Garcia. But when he fights Mikey Garcia, he can't make a mistake. So he's going to have to be very, very careful, because Mikey Garcia's straight right is going to come right down the pipe. See, I don't know if y'all remember, if you watch the fight that Lomachenko had with Jason Sosa. In that fight, Sosa and Mariaga did land right hands, but they were too timid to continue with the pressure. Yeah, exactly, Jamal. The dude is never out of place. You know who he remind me of, man? And I keep telling people, I think I told y'all this the last time, man. He remind me so much of Juan Manuel Marquez, but he's a bigger, stronger version of Marquez. Yeah, I think, Trap House, I think Mikey is going to hurt Loma as well, man. And I think that Bob Arum know that Mikey's going to hurt him. Bob Arum don't want him. He don't want that fight. Bob Arum don't want that fight, man, because he know what it is already. Bob Arum know what it is. See, that's the thing. Chavez, I'd rather see Triple G fight Billy Joe Saunders. Reason, let me tell y'all, I'm not too high on rematches unless it's absolutely necessary. And I'm going to tell you, I think that it's absolutely necessary for Triple G to fight Canelo Alvarez again, because that fight was so close. I had Canelo Alvarez winning clearly the first 4 rounds. In between, it's all mixed and match. And then I had Canelo Alvarez winning the last 3 rounds. I had him winning 10, 11, and 12. I believe, or maybe it was 9, 11, and 12. But out of the last 4 rounds, I had Canelo Alvarez winning that fight. So, I had Canelo Alvarez winning that fight by a round or 2. So I think that fight is absolutely necessary. But if I had to choose next, because I don't think Canelo Alvarez is gonna lose his neck. They're not, their status, their popularity is not gonna fall off if they have a fight prior to their rematch, if that makes sense. So they don't have to have a rematch right away, because their popularity is not going to drop off. The thing is, when we have rematches, it's not too often that you get something totally different when you have 2 fighters of their caliber. Because, and I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. See, when you have somebody like Floyd Mayweather who can make so many different adjustments in the ring, then the second fight, the outcome could be totally different because of the style that Floyd Mayweather uses. See, he can use so many different styles. A la Terence Crawford, a la Andre Ward's second fight. You see Andre Ward, when he fought Sergey Kovalev the second time, it was a totally different fight. When Floyd Mayweather fought Jose Luis Castillo, the second fight was a totally different fight. When Floyd Mayweather fought Marquez Maidana, the second fight, it was a totally different fight. But when you get fighters like Triple G and Canelo, their second fight is not going to be a totally different fight. The outcome, either this is the only difference. You might get somebody that might get knocked out, or you might get somebody, that's the only way it's going to be different. We're going to get a winner this time, because I don't think it's going to be a draw again. So either we get a clear winner that the people are not going to be too happy about, or we could get a knockout, and that could solidify somebody that's actually winning the fight. I don't know if you guys remember here's another reminder I could give y'all in that sense is when Brandon Rios fought Mike Alvarado. All of those fights look the same. They all look the same. When you get Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez, all of those fights look the same. They were entertaining, but they all look the same. But now I would prefer to see Billy Joe Saunders versus Triple G, because we never saw that fight. When we see the Canelo versus Triple G, we're going to see a same fight all over again. Just at the end of the day, we might get a winner. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a knockout. But for the most part, we're going to get the same type of fight. We already saw it before, basically, what I'm telling y'all. But Billy Joe Saunders versus Triple G, we never saw that fight. So I prefer to see that fight. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Trap House. Even when you watch when you watch Marquez, when Marquez fought, he got dropped by Floyd. He made the adjustment because he's never out of place, and Floyd never dropped him again. He got dropped by Pacquiao the very first fight, in the first round. Remember, he got dropped 3 times in the first round by Manny Pacquiao, and then in the rematches, he would get dropped once or twice, maybe in the middle rounds. He may make a slight mistake, and because of Manny Pacquiao's explosiveness and speed, he would capitalize and catch him off guard. They were always flash knockdowns, because he's not in a position to get himself totally hurt. Even when he got outboxed by Tim Bradley, he hurt Tim Bradley in the 12th round. So that's why I like to compare Mikey Garcia to Juan Manuel Marquez. And Mikey Garcia said that that's his favorite fighter. And you can see why. It makes sense. Triple G, would you say, Tony? Would I rather see Triple G versus Charlo? Yeah. Actually, this is what I want to see, Tony. I want to see Triple G fight Billy Joe Saunders. I want to see Charlo fight Danny Jacobs. And I want to see Canelo fight Demetrius Andrade. Yeah, but Tony, Charlo was Triple G's mandatory, but now he has to fight another eliminator. I don't know how that works. Yeah, Triple G. See, the thing with Triple G is, and Canelo, more so Triple G than Canelo, is that, Triple G, if he fought a Charlo or one of those type of fighters right now, they probably retire him, because they will beat him. They probably beat him so ugly. It's such a rugged fight. It could go either way. But he could get embarrassed by a Charlo. He could get embarrassed by Demetrius Andrade. Those type of fighters. In his second fight, I think if he fought Danny Jacobs the second time, he probably get embarrassed by Danny Jacobs the second time. So it probably is no comeback for him after that. Because where would he go? See, they set the bar so high that he was so invincible that if he got destroyed and embarrassed by one of those fighters, there's no coming back. Yeah, definitely, I got to get him on the show, man. Yeah, Broner, man, he's a disappointment, man. It's just hot water. They less than decaf. Yo, Billy Joe Saunders, man, he showed me a lot, man. Billy Joe Saunders, BJ Saunders, he showed me a lot in that fight. See, I knew about him, and I was doing I was talking to Dante Boxing and a few other people. We have a chat that we talk on and via text. Shout out to Dante and all them, and Money Power and stuff like that. But And make sure when y'all come in, man, y'all hit that like button. But we was talking, and I told him, listen, man, he gonna give Billy Joe Saunders is gonna give Lemieux very little chances on the inside. He gonna outbox him, and that's exactly what happened. You know, a lot of us haven't seen Billy Joe Saunders. We don't watch a lot of him because he's a UK fighter. But the thing with Billy Joe Saunders is he's known for ducking Triple G, and he's known for ducking Danny Jacobs. So when he's known for that, then people always automatically look at him as he's soft and he can't fight and he's a ducker and he's you know, all of these different things. But that's not the case. Yeah, Jamal, that's what I'm saying, man. See, this is what I'm saying. This has to do with the old media, man, allowing these belts to sanction these fights, man. The dude just fought an elimination fight to be mandatory for Triple G. So how does he have to fight another fight? Makes no sense, man. Makes no sense. But if I had a choice, I'd rather see Charlo versus Danny Jacobs. Then I want to see Triple G fight Billy Joe Saunders, and then I'd like to see Canelo fight Demetrius Andre. Those are the 3 fights I'd like to see. You know what I mean? That's the 3 fights I'd like to see. And what y'all think about Jeff Horn, man, trying to duck Terence Crawford? Talking about fighting Anthony Mundine. Anthony Mundine is supposed to have been offered him $3 million. So now to fight Terence Crawford, he want $5 million. Yeah, man, Trap House, man. It's a lot of people that just don't know. They just don't know because, you know, if it's not mainstream and it's not, you know, you got to be a hardcore boxing fan or some sort of media sometimes to look into these dudes and see what they actually do, you know, because old media, the ESPNs, the HBOs, Jim Lampley and Dan Rafael and you know, these dudes, man, they would have you believing something that's not true. Yeah, Tony. He want $5 million to fight Terence Crawford. He's saying that he could fight Anthony Mundine over in Australia or in the UK, and he could get $3 million. So to come over to the States and fight Terence Crawford, he wants to fight $5 million. Yeah, Triple G. See, that's another thing. That's what I'm talking about, Lou. Triple G versus Danny Jacobs, you know, is another fight that we already seen. So, you know what I mean? I'd rather see Triple G personally fight Billy Joe Saunders. And Danny Jacobs know right now. Actually, I was on a live stream with Danny Jacobs last night. That's why I wasn't live here. And I was on the live stream yesterday. And I was talking to Danny Jacobs. And Danny Jacobs is really focused on Billy Joe Saunders right now. He not trying to get the Triple G fight because he knows it's not going to happen no time soon. Yeah, they said he don't sell tickets. It's funny, man, because I talked to Terence Crawford. I don't know, check out that video I got. I just talked to Terence Crawford at the Ring and Now fight week. I talked to him a few times, one on the record, that's the video I put up, and one off the record. And he was like, you know, he kind of gives you a one word, you know, answer for a lot of stuff. So they said that he don't know how to do interviews, you know. And then when I was talking to him when he did the when I was at fight week, you know, he was giving me one word answers, and that's because I think that the dude is just right to the point. You know what I'm saying? So for them to say that he don't know how to do interviews, so he don't sell tickets and he don't sell money, but they only sold 6,000 tickets. And if you could fight Gary Cochran, who the world doesn't know, and defend your title, then you can fight Terence Crawford. Because this is how you know they full of shit. Because when you listen to them talk, they said that, listen, that Terence Crawford is the hardest fight we're gonna have. Terence Crawford is the hardest fight, you know, we'll possibly have, right? So he's the greatest. He's pound for pound #1 is what his promoter and his manager said. and his trainer. He's the best fighter in the world. So why not fight the best fighter in the world and get the recognition? Why not fight the best fighter in the world and then, you know, get your popularity and get your for your history? You know what I mean? Why not get Terence Crawford under your belt? Why fight an Anthony Mundine? The world don't. If you're not a hardcore boxing fan, the world don't know who Anthony Mundine is. So why not fight Terence Crawford for a legacy fight? Exactly. See, he know he gonna get beat. Here's the thing, Trap. Once he lose to Terence Crawford, see, it's how he lose. See, if he lose extremely bad and get embarrassed, the Anthony Mundine fight is not gonna be important no more. So that money is not gonna be there. Yeah, he's a big dude. He came in that fight at 164. Yeah, Anthony Mundine was getting whooped by Joshua Clottey Chavez. It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? So for Terence Crawford to be getting jerked, man. See, the thing is, Bob Arum is not gonna let that happen. And Chavez, man, I'm gonna make a video and let y'all know about why boxers are afraid to lose. It's a reason they're afraid to lose. See, they're afraid to lose over here in the States. Cause see, when Scott Quigg, Carl Frampton, Anthony Joshua, you know, all those dudes over in the UK. You see, when Carl Frampton lost to Leo Santa Cruz and he just had his last fight, Ricky Hatton lost. See, over there, they support their fighters. So guess what? They could take a L and still get the support. Even Kell Brook. Kell Brook lost to Triple G, got his eye socket broke, and they had the excuse that he moved up 2 weight classes for that fight. But when he fought Errol Spence, packed house, 60, 70,000, sold out. The L don't mean that much to them. They still support their fighters. Over here, they scared to take that L because you take an L over here. Look, we just said Gary Russell. He took an L Lomachenko, and if you're not a hardcore boxing fan, they're not promoting Gary Russell. You don't know who he is. Who needs to fight Kell Brook? You talking about Jeff Horn and Terence Crawford? Trap House, who you said need to fight Kell Brook? Jeff Horn or Terence Crawford? Also too, man. Oh, Horn, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Jamal. It's about the wins and the losses, and it's about their fighter, you know, having heart. You know, they just want to see a warrior go out there and put it on the line, and that's it, man. And you belong, you one of them, man. You one of them. You're not gonna go to the UK unless you see when Floyd Mayweather travels over to the UK, man. They love that dude. They love Floyd over in the UK. But guess what? If he was to fight Kell Brook in the UK, you think they're gonna be rooting for Floyd Mayweather over Kell Brook? By no means. If Floyd Mayweather was to fight Ricky Hatton in a rematch over in the UK, they rooting for Ricky Hatton all day. Yeah, Charlo is a beast. Both of them is beasts. Oh, you saying fight Kell Brook after Bud? Not gonna happen. Kell Brook moved up to 154. And Kell Brook is looking for names on his record. Yeah, exactly, Tony. Yo, that's the thing. If you're not a hardcore boxing fan, you're not gonna know that Gary Russell had fights. After that, he had good fights. He actually is the WBC champ. Just think about that. Exactly, Jamal. They support their own, man. They hold them high. Win, lose, or draw, it don't matter. They hold them high, man. They gonna rep them. And that's the difference. Over here, you take an L, and see, the reason for that is that Floyd Mayweather. You know, it's horrible to say, man, but we don't get behind our boxers. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Floyd Mayweather outside of the ring isn't the most likable person. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't have no disdain for the dude outside of the ring. To each his own. You live your life the way you want to live your life. To each his own. But how could you deny his greatness inside the ring? The five greatest matches in history, as far as numbers wise, earnings wise, pay-per-view sales and gates and all of that, it's Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather, Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather. So how could you break all these records Floyd Mayweather is breaking, but the states is not behind him? There's more people rooting against him because of his outside the ring antics than it is people rooting for him. And most of his opponents that he fight are not even aren't even from the states. Most of them are from the UK, which is amazing, man. The world was against him when he fought Manny Pacquiao, who's from the Philippines. The world was against him when he fought Ricky Hatton, who's from the UK. The world was against him when he fought Canelo Alvarez, Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing, man. Yeah, 2018 is gonna be crazy. We got it's gonna be starting off with a bang, man. Clarissa Shields fighting January 12th, upstate. I'll probably be covering that fight. Then we got Errol Spence versus Lamont Peterson, January 20th. Then we also got Robert Easter is fighting January 20th on the undercard of Errol Spence fight. We got Mikey Garcia versus Sergey Lipinis, and I think that's February. You know. See, Jamal, that's the thing about Floyd Mayweather, man. The dude, if you listen to him and you watch, and, you know, just listen to him, he contradicts himself all the time, and then he knows he contradicts himself all the time, so he counters that by saying he's human and I contradict myself. You know, when everything was happening with the Colin Kaepernick situation, the Black Lives Matter, he's saying all lives matter. Actually, the other day he just said all lives matter, and I was gonna make a video about that. I just chose not to. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. He contradicts himself all the time. He's a fan of Donald Trump. Hey, he's outside the ring. He don't know himself outside the ring, so he keeps 1,000 women around him. All he does, if you watch his live streams, when he goes his live streams on Instagram and things like that, man, all he's talking about is his money. Granted, you got it, flaunt it, to each his own. You know, you got the money, flaunt the money if that's what you want to do, man. But, you know, it just shows insecurities. You know, he's not happy with himself. He don't know himself. So, hey, that's what he does, man. He's wearing the Where's Waldo shirt. Yeah, Floyd is, yeah. But Trap, what you saying? I still sound like I got what you got. Yeah, that's what he's saying, man. Lou, man. Money, yeah, definitely money can't buy self-esteem. See, that's the thing with Floyd Mayweather, man. He likes the attention. You know what I'm saying? Granted, this, and I'll repeat this, man, to each his own. But when some of the stuff he do, oh yeah, congestion. Yeah, I got a little bit of cold, man. It's cold out here. Trap, where you from, man? I'm from New York, man. It's freezing out here, man. It's freezing out here. But the dude, man, I just watched the live that he did earlier, man. Floyd did earlier, and this dude was talking about Keisha Cole popped up on his Instagram. So he was like, he just starts talking about stuff that don't have nothing to do. He says, "Oh, where you at?" So she says, Yeah, I want to see Danny Jacobs get his. But so he goes, yeah, he goes, yeah, Keisha Cole, where you at? So she says she in LA. So the dude says, yeah, I'm gonna go get my jet, cause you know I'm gonna use my other jet, cause one of the jets I just used to travel the world, so I got to give that jet a rest. So I'm gonna call my other pilot, see if he want to take a flight. It wasn't necessary to tell the world that he took a jet around the world, so now he got to give that jet a rest so he could use his other jet. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy. I mean, he got the money, but it's crazy, man. So, I mean, he rubs people the wrong way outside of the ring, and so that's why most people hate him. But my thing is this: we can't deny what the dude do inside the ring. Inside the ring, the dude is a beast, animal. You know, when Muhammad Ali was 35 years old, he lost to Spinks, who had 7 fights. When Floyd Mayweather was 35, we wouldn't even put him in the ring with a dude that only have 7 or 8 fights. Gary who? Talking about Gary Russell? Yeah, I want to see Danny Jacobs get his too, Lou, man. I want to see him. I want to see Gary Russell. I mean, Danny Jacobs, man. Danny Jacobs is a local product. I've been watching Danny Jacobs train and stuff before he was even a pro out here in New York. Loma's a great fighter, but not top 10. Are you saying not top 10 today? Top 10 boxers in today's world, Gus Sandoval, he's not top 10 greatest in the world ever? Or are you saying he's not top 10 today? Because if you're saying he's not top 10 today, I disagree. I think he is top 10 today based off of skills. But because see, you gotta remember, even if those fighters didn't quit in those fights, Walters, Rigondeaux, Sosa, even if those dudes didn't quit, he still was gonna win that fight. He didn't land any telling clean blows that hurt them or anything like that, but he still definitely was gonna win those fights. So that's why I got him, put him in the top 10. Okay. So Trap, you be out there in Rigondeaux's camp? You be checking Rigondeaux out there in Florida? In the world today, you saying, Gus? Oh, you live in Orlando? Okay. Gus, you saying so he not top? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Gus. I think that he's in the top 10. I would have him based off of skills alone. I would have him top 3 pound for pound today. That's just based off of skills, because granted, I would have had him winning that the fights with Rigondeaux had they went 12 rounds. I don't think he would have knocked him out. I think he would have frustrated him for 12 rounds. He would have clearly winning the fight, so I think he still would have won the fight. Nicholas Walters, had Walters not quit, I still think that Walters would have lost that fight clearly. Had Jason Sosa not quit, I think Sosa would have lost that fight clearly as well. So, you know, as far as skill wise and talent, you know, I have to give him pardon my dog, y'all. As far as skill wise and talent, I still got to put him in the top pound for pound list. Me personally, I have Terence Crawford #1 pound for pound in the world. Why? Because of his resume. Terence Crawford's resume is crazy, man. The dude, see, a lot of people don't remember, and see, this is how you know who know boxing, who don't. A lot of people don't remember. You could tell if they decaps or not, because a lot of people don't remember that. Everybody was saying that Terence Crawford was scared to death of Victor Postol, and he was trying to avoid Victor Postol. He didn't want to fight Victor Postol when Terence Crawford was trying to make the fight happen with Manny Pacquiao. They said that he was avoiding Victor Postol. They said that he was trying to fight a old washed up version of Manny Pacquiao, and was trying to avoid young, hungry, strapped, tough Victor Postol. So then when he took the fight with Victor Postol, as soon as he took the fight, then everybody started saying how Victor Postol was overrated. So Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Gus. You see, that's what I'm saying. You got to support. We got to support new media. You know what I'm saying? New media, y'all. You know what I mean? See it. This is new media, man. Y'all got to support new media because that's old media. Dan Raphael, the Jim Lampleys of the world. Those dudes, they have an agenda. They pushing an agenda. You know what I'm saying? They pushing an agenda. They're not supporting the sport. They pushing an agenda. So they telling people that, you know, Lomachenko, who only have 11 fights, and granted, I think the dude got skills. You know what I'm saying? But to say that he has he's the best in the world over somebody like Terence Crawford, and you got to remember Jim Lampley and even Teddy Atlas as of late. Teddy Atlas says that Lomachenko was better, number one pound for pound, over Andre Ward and over Terence Crawford in their face. Disrespectful. All these dudes have over 30 fights and all 30 and have 0 losses. So, you know, Dan Raphael is pushing an agenda. Clowns. Jim Lampley, clown. You know what I'm saying? Teddy Atlas, that's why ESPN is no longer using him as his blow-by-blow. Check out that video I made on that. He's not using that as a blow. He's not, ESPN fired him as their blow-by-blow analyst. Because it's old media, man. New media is what it is, man. Yeah, Jamal, he beat Bredis Prescott. And Jamal, you got to remember, when Terence Crawford took that fight and beat Bredis Prescott, he moved up in weight in that fight. And he took that fight on a 2-week notice. And his team advised him. His team and Bob Arum advised him not to take the fight with Bredis Prescott. He pushed to make that fight with Bredis Prescott. Yeah, I think Kell Brook did his career a disservice by moving up and fighting Triple G. And he took that fight to avoid fighting Errol Spence. Went up there, you know, because he knew win, lose, or draw. He was in a no-lose situation when he fought Triple G. So he moved up to fight Triple G to avoid fighting Errol Spence. Went up there and got badly hurt, and his career won't be the same. Yeah, Gus, man. Appreciate it, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, they have agenda. You don't have to like these dudes outside the ring, but you can't deny their talent inside the ring. See, that's the problem. Okay, yeah. I rocks with Erickson Lubin, man. I talk to him all the time when he out here. Dude is a beast, man. He a real cool dude, man. Real cool dude. Erickson Lubin is, man. Oh yeah, Lewis, man. If Wilder was white, man. Man, that dude would be. That's why Listen, we all know why Lomachenko is put in the place that he's put by old media. Yeah, I want to see. That's what I'm saying, Gus. I want to see Loma tested too. See, this is the thing. So you got to remember, Floyd Mayweather was an animal at 130. Now you think about this. They just did I just saw a video with Nonito Donaire. Nonito Donaire just said that he even thinks that Floyd Mayweather will lose to Vasyl Lomachenko at 130 pounds because Vasyl Lomachenko has a higher ring IQ. Granted, Floyd Mayweather would be, if he fought Lomachenko at 130, he would be the bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, better footwork than Lomachenko. He would beat Lomachenko clean, clear, and very easy, and he wouldn't get none of the props. His defense is way better than Vasyl Lomachenko. His footwork is better than Lomachenko, and his hand speed is faster than Lomachenko. So you got Nonito Donaire saying that their hand speed and foot speed is the same. No way. Floyd Mayweather, when he's fighting, he was the fastest boxer in boxing when he was 130 pounds. The only person that could rival him with hand speed at that time was Roy Jones and Zab Judah. Vasyl Lomachenko is not the fastest boxer in boxing today. I can name you Amir Khan, Gary Russell, Terence Crawford. There's plenty of fighters that's faster than him today. Floyd Mayweather was the fastest. Yeah, he took a shot at greatness, but Brook took a shot at money also, and he was trying to avoid Errol Spence. Yeah, they paid to watch Floyd lose, but they never got it. So, you know, they make up these mystery matches that's never going to take place, and say that dudes like Vasyl Lomachenko, with only 11 fights, could beat Floyd Mayweather. Amazing.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm afraid it's nothing more than a daydream.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, Gus, listen, here's the thing, man. People don't realize Floyd Mayweather had 2 different careers. There was Pretty Boy Floyd, and there was Money Mayweather. See, you know, kind of, there's this thing that's a true thing. When people say out of sight, out of mind. See, we only remember right now Money Mayweather, the second half of his career. But we forget the first half of his career when he was a 130-pound monster. He was knocking people out. His hands wasn't as bad as they are today's time. See, people don't know that his hands are horrible. You know, that's why most of his fights are in Vegas, because Vegas sanctioned him to get shots in his hands. Outside of Vegas, nobody else is going to sanction that. So, Floyd Mayweather, watch Floyd Mayweather when he was 130 pounds. Watch Floyd Mayweather when he fought Philip Indul. Watch Floyd Mayweather when he fought Diego Corrales. Watch Floyd Mayweather when he fought Sean Bay Mitchell. Watch Floyd Mayweather when he fought what's the guy's name? I can't remember. Oh yeah, man. Absolutely, man. Hey, Jamal, that's exactly my point, yo, Gus. as dudes don't remember his first half of his career, man. Dude was an animal, man. He was an absolute beast, man. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to lose the fight with Diego Corrales. They said it was career suicide. He dropped Diego Corrales 5 times in that fight, and his corner, Diego Corrales' corner, stopped the fight. Diego Corrales was 33-0 with about 30 knockouts. And people don't remember this either. When Floyd fought Jose Luis Castillo, he moved up in weight to fight Castillo, and Castillo was the champ when he moved up in weight to fight Castillo. Yeah, the Loma juice is running rampant, man. But we know why. We know why the Loma. You guys know why Loma is being put on the pedestal the way he is. You know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence that he's being put on the pedestal the way he is. You know? See, most people don't remember the first half of Floyd Mayweather's career. They don't remember that. They don't remember the Sean Bay Mitchell fight. Exactly. Ask how many people remember the Corrales fight. Ask how many people remember when he fought Sean Bay Mitchell, when Sean Bay Mitchell was somebody. See, a lot of people don't remember, and this is how you know who's real about it and who's not. A lot of people don't remember how good Sean Bay Mitchell was and where he stood in the rankings. A lot of people don't remember that. Oh yeah. Exactly. It's not Loma's fault that, you know, but they make it hard to like Lomachenko because of what they do, man. See, when you could compare a dude with 11 fights to Floyd Mayweather, who's arguably the greatest fighter of all time, with 50-0 record, then you could say this dude is better than him with 11 fights because he have an amateur record of 300-some fights. It makes it hard to like him. But that's what old media do. And see, Gus, his challenge was supposed to be Nicholas Walters. See, Guillermo Rigondeaux was the underdog in that fight. I thought I had Guillermo Rigondeaux. I thought he was going to win the fight, and I thought he was going to do a lot better than what he did because of his inside game and his technical prowess, but he didn't show up, man. So Nicholas Walters was supposed to be Lomo's test. Big, strong, strappy dude. And Nicholas Walters, if you watch the first couple of rounds, first 4 rounds when Lomachenko fought Nicholas Walters, he couldn't even hit Nicholas Walters. And then it was like Walters just gave up. You're right, Jamal. It's worth goal. Yeah, his fight with Augustus was a war. He says today's time, if you ask Floyd Mayweather, and there's plenty of videos with him saying that that was his toughest fight ever, Emmanuel Augustus. Floyd destroyed Sean B. Mitchell, but yeah, you're right, Trap. But my thing is, when I bring up Sean B. Mitchell, is that Sean B. Mitchell, where he stood in the rankings when Floyd Mayweather fought him, how good he was. See, most people, decafs and casual fans and all that, they don't know how good Sean B. Mitchell was. Would you say, Gus, 10-1 is a woman's MMA record? Yeah, it's possible. That's what I'm saying, man. I want to see Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia. That fight needs to take place. A woman's MMA record? Yeah, that looked like a woman's MMA record. That's all right, man. You could be cold on this channel, man. We could be borderline disrespectful on here. We ain't got to be disrespectful, but we could be borderline disrespectful. We ain't got to be a full-blown disrespectful, but we could be borderline disrespectful. Nah, that's it. I got a lot of dogs, man. Lewis, man. Got pit bulls though, but the one that you hear is a Yorkie. Oh yeah, hey yo Gus, if he beat Mikey Garcia and convincingly, which I don't think he can. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think he has a chance to beat Mikey Garcia because Mikey Garcia footwork is slower. But as far as just destroying Mikey Garcia, I don't see that. I think that his advantage in that fight is his footwork is a little faster, but Mikey Garcia can cut the ring off. So that's why I want to see the fight. Because, see, in that fight, Lomachenko's going to have to make adjustments. He's not going to be able to come in there with one game plan, throwing punches and bunches and stepping aside and stepping around you. He's not going to be able to do that versus Mikey Garcia. So he's going to have to make adjustments in the ring. See, when Floyd Mayweather got in the ring with real competition, he had to make adjustments. See, we saw Floyd Mayweather have to make adjustments. See, another thing is, I mean, this is how you know when people don't know, they don't know their real boxing, man. To say this dude is better than Floyd Mayweather is absurd to me. But then you got to think, a lot of people don't even remember the fighter that 135 was destroying everybody was Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley was an animal. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying, Chavez, man. you saying that you skipping over Shane Mosley at 130 pounds. You skipping over Manny Pacquiao at 130 pounds. You skipping over Juan Manuel Marquez at 130 pounds. These dudes was killers at 130 pounds. And you automatically crowning this dude the king of 130 pound division with 11 fights? Crazy. Yeah, Mikey's Gus, man. Mikey destroyed Orlando Salido. He destroyed Orlando Salido, man. Yeah, Mike, yo, Shane, see, that's how you know that, yo, This is why we say we got to keep, you know, new media, man. With these decafs is killing us, man. Because you got to think Shane Mosley was a destroyer at the lightweight divisions. He was a killer at the lightweight division. Everybody wanted to see Shane Mosley fight Floyd Mayweather at the light division. Shane Mosley avoided that fight, not Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and Lou, you got to think, man. You got to think. It's only right. That's what a promoter's supposed to do. He's supposed to big up his fighter. So it's only right. It's only right that he bigs up his fighter. But the thing is about that is this. You could promote him. You could big him up, right? You could put him on a pedestal. But lying is a whole nother thing. Lying to the public, lying to the world is a whole nother thing. See, a lot of people got to remember, Bob Arum was the one that came out and said that, listen, you know, boxing fans are like rocks, like dumb rocks. You could throw them and tell them anything. You could do whatever you want with them. See what I'm saying? And Bob Arum was the one to say, yeah, a lot. See, a lot of people don't remember when Oscar De La Hoya was under top rank. Bob Arum said Oscar De La Hoya was the greatest fighter he ever seen, even better than Muhammad Ali. When Floyd Mayweather was under top rank, Bob Arum said Floyd Mayweather was the best fighter he ever seen, even better than Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard. See, this is no coincidence. And see, a lot of people don't even realize something, man. Bob Arum had Floyd Mayweather, who left him. He had Oscar De La Hoya, who left him. He had Miguel Cotto, who left him. All these fighters left Bob Arum. And once they left Bob Arum, they were no longer the greatest thing. He even had Guillermo Rigondeaux. You know, and all of these fighters left him, had an issue. And once they left Bob Arum, oh man, see, he got lucky. The only fighter that he got his revenge with thus far, even he had Mikey Garcia, but the only fighter to today's day he got his revenge on was Guillermo Rigondeaux. See, he tried to get Floyd Mayweather beat, it never happened. He tried to get Oscar De La Hoya. Yo, shout out to Lou, man. Donate, man. My man, Lewis Hinton, man. Shout out to Lou, man. Shout out to Lou for the donation, man. But Bob Arum, he tried to get Floyd Mayweather beat. It never happened. He tried to get Oscar De La Hoya beat. See, when Oscar De La Hoya lost to Shane Mosley, right? When Oscar De La Hoya lost to Shane Mosley, right? It wasn't these horrible losses. They could those were 50-50 fights. Those were similar fights like Canelo and Triple G. Even the rematches, they was all 50-50 fights. So he never got Oscar De La Hoya beat like he wanted to. Even when Oscar De La Hoya lost to Bernard Hopkins, he was actually winning that fight. You know what I'm saying? So when Oscar De La Hoya lost to Felix Trinidad, he was actually winning that fight as well. He took his foot off the gas against Trinidad and lost the fight and gave it and put it in the judge's hands when he could have clearly outboxed Trinidad for the rest of that fight. But he took his foot off the gas. And then you got to remember too, another thing is when he fought Bernard Hopkins, he went up in weight. He was winning that fight, but he got caught with a body shot. So he never really got Oscar De La Hoya beat like he wanted to get him beat. And but now he got Rigondeaux, man. And he got Rigondeaux in the worst way because, you know, all new media was pushing for Guillermo Rigondeaux, and then he quit on the stool. Horrible. Absolutely, Gus. Floyd Mayweather is like no other, man. That's me personally. I have Floyd Mayweather the greatest boxer to ever lace him up. Oh yes, sir. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the right hands down the pipe, Lou? Could you imagine the right hands down the pipe that Floyd Mayweather would land on Lomachenko? His Lomachenko arm reach is like a 64. His arm reach is shorter than Manny Pacquiao's, and he don't have the explosion that Manny Pacquiao has. So Floyd Mayweather wouldn't be worried about the return fire. Floyd Mayweather's arms is a 72-inch reach. He has extremely long arms for a welterweight. So could you imagine his extremely long arms at 130 pounds? I don't remember too many fights that Floyd Mayweather been in that his arm reach was shorter than the other fighter. Maybe Diego Corrales, because of Corrales' height. His arms were longer than his arms were shorter than Oscar De La Hoya's. But could you imagine? You know what I'm saying, Lou? Crazy. He would clean. He would those right hands down the pipe on Lomachenko. Crazy, man. He would destroy that dude. He'll probably knock Lomachenko out. Especially with that power and that explosion. He'll probably knock Lomachenko out. Lomachenko wouldn't be able to retreat and get away from him. He would be on him all day. Like white on rice, man. He would be all over that dude, man. All over that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell y'all, man. So Alexander Povetkin is now the mandatory fighter for Anthony Joshua. So you know what that means. We ain't gonna get the Joshua Wilder fight probably until almost the end of 2018. Probably around this time next year is when we'll get the Joshua fight. Probably in December, Wilder versus Joshua. We're not gonna get that Joshua versus Wilder fight in early 2018 because this is what I see happening. I see Joshua fighting Joseph Parker next. Then he's gonna fight, because now Povetkin is the mandatory, so now he would lose his title, and so he's not gonna lose his title. So he'll probably take the Povetkin fight. That'll give him another excuse to avoid Deontay Wilder. So I see Wilder fighting Luis Ortiz next, and then I see Wilder fighting Dylan White next, something like that. And then I see Wilder fighting Joshua at the end of the year. So I see Joshua fighting Joseph Parker next. Then he'll fight Povetkin, and then the Wilder fight will probably be at the end of the year. And then who wins out of that fight, barring that Tyson Fury wins all his fights, 2019, early 2019, the winner Joshua Wilder will probably fight Tyson Fury early 2019, the first quarter of 2019. Oh, yes, sir. Floyd Mayweather arm reach. Floyd Mayweather arm reach is 72 inches. Vasyl Lomachenko's arm reach. Floyd Mayweather is 5'9", 5'8". Vasyl Lomachenko is Vasyl Lomachenko is all of 5'6". Floyd Mayweather right hands all night. .65-inch arms. They said he's 5'7". He definitely not 5'7". No way he's 5'7". I'm 5'10". I stood next to the dude. By no means. But now let's just say he is 5'7", right? And Manny Pacquiao moved up 8 weight classes, right? So if they saying that this dude is too small for Mikey Garcia at 5'7", right? Let's just look at this. They said Vasyl Lomachenko is Conor McGregor. What up, my guy? Get that all the time, man. They said that Vasyl Lomachenko is 5'7". You guys just saw it, right? Look at Mikey Garcia is 5'7". So how could he possibly be too small for him? And he only 5 pounds south of his weight class. So he's 5'7". They both 5'7" according to BoxRec. .58. He already drive a Viper. Mikey Garcia live a basic life, man. Cool dude, man. Seen him at the Broner versus Mikey Garcia fight. Talked to him for a minute. Off the record, I talked to him, man. He a cool dude, man. He just a regular dude, man. So he do regular things. So yeah, he drive a Viper. He drive a regular Jeep Cherokee, Grand Jeep or something like that. You know, live a regular life, country dude. So yeah, well, and see, that's the thing, Conor McGregor. They ain't gonna be a real fight because he possibly will knock him out, man. He gonna be hitting Lomachenko with such clean blows that it's gonna be hard for them to take that L from him. Look at the arm reach, 72-inch arm reach for Floyd Mayweather. That dude in arm reaches, they had it listed at what, 64, 65? Now they said he was too small. Yeah, exactly. Conor McGregor. Exactly, man. You exactly right. That's why Bob Arum don't want to fight. Now, see. Now look at Manny Pacquiao, 5'5", 146 pounds, man. Yo, exactly, Conor. Yo, they can't do that because Mikey, see, and that's another thing. Mikey got ill will towards Top Rank. So that's another reason they can't do it, because Mikey got ill will towards Top Rank, man. You know what I'm saying? He want to stick it to them, man. He want to get rid of their cash cow. So that's why they're gonna stay away from him. That's why Bob Arum is saying that he too small for him. But Bob Arum also said that he'll probably make him quit if he don't knock him out. Yeah, man. And you know what? Yo, Conor, did you see that when Claudio fought Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao threw 1,000 more punches than he did. That's ridiculous. So if that don't tell you there was a dive, there was some added money to somebody's pocket, man. Allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly. That's the picture y'all talking about. Yeah. Yo, Conor, man. Yo, he threw very slim to no punches in that fight, and Manny Pacquiao's face was more bruised up than Clottey, and he threw 1,000 more punches than he did. How did that? So, and you know that allegedly, Joshua Clottey say they paid him to take a dive. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He said that he took the dive. So this is the yeah. If you look at their body frame, Mikey Garcia is let me put it so y'all can see. If you look at the body frame, Mikey Garcia is definitely a thicker fighter. Yeah, he said it on the he put it out there, and that hit the states. When he said that hit the states. But you see the size wise and body mass, he's definitely look like the smaller fighter. But he was the smaller fighter against Nicholas Walters as well. Nicholas Walters disappointed me, man. Horribly. He ain't show up, man. He ain't show up, man. Nicholas Walters was disappointing in that fight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Nicholas Walters, you watch the first 4 rounds of that Nicholas Walters fight, man. Nicholas Walters, Lomachenko couldn't even hit the dude, man. He couldn't even hit the dude, man. See, he was clearly bigger than Rigondeaux, though. And when they got in the ring, man, they looked even more. The size difference was even more apparent. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Chavez, man. They saying that Loma's gonna fight what's his name? What's the dude name, man? He fought Crawford, Terence Crawford. Oh man, what's his name? Let me check his name, man. Pardon my dogs in the back. Man. Told you I got a lot of dogs in, man. Lots of dogs. That's my Yorkie in the back. Beltran. They saying Chavez. They saying that Jamie Chavez. They saying that Lomachenko is probably gonna fight Ray Beltran at 135 pounds for the title. If they saying that he gonna fight Ray Beltran at 135 pounds if Ray Beltran win the title. So if Ray Beltran win the title at 135, let me see. Forgot who he fighting. He fighting Moses. Ray Beltran is fighting Moses on in February. So for the title, for it's for the vacant WBO title. So he's supposed to fight Ray Beltran. If Ray Beltran wins the title at 135 against Moses, that fight is in February 16th. And if Beltran wins, then Lomachenko's gonna go up to 35 and he'll fight Beltran for that title. It's for the vacant WBO title. So Yeah, Lou, what you laughing? My dogs, man? My killers back there, man? Just wanted to show y'all something, man. This was Floyd Mayweather at 135, man. Look at that explosion. The explosion was crazy for Floyd at 135, man. This is the version of Floyd Mayweather that they saying would get destroyed, that Vasyl Lomachenko would beat. This version. This is the version that Lomachenko would beat. Amazing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the version of Floyd Mayweather that they saying. Dylan White is fighting Big Baby. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, he was a killer at 130, 135, man. Absolutely a monster. He was a monster at 130, 135. Yeah. They said he would be Sweet Pea. Yo, you know what this comes from? That comes from old media, man. That comes from old media. Old media spewing the nonsense. In no way. No place on God's green earth. You know, he would be Sweet Pea. He would be Floyd Mayweather. That's old media spewing that nonsense, man. It's a brainwashing. They're trying to brainwash. That's all that is. It's a brainwashing. And Mikey Garcia is an animal, man. He's accurate. You know what I'm saying? He's to the point. No way. Zab was an animal too. Zab was an animal too. See, and another thing is, they don't remember Shane Mosley at 135 pounds. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Floyd, Lou, Floyd would destroy. He would stop Lomachenko, in my opinion. I think he stops Lomachenko. People don't remember. See, people don't remember this version of Sugar Shane. You know what I'm saying? They don't remember the version of Sugar Shane in his early days. They remember the Shane Mosley. They don't remember this. See, this Shane Mosley was the lightweight version too, 135 pound fighter. See, they don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? They don't remember this explosion. They tell us they ain't never seen nothing like Vasyl Lomachenko. You know what I mean? But they don't remember this Shane Mosley. They don't remember this version. Yeah, Floyd was knocking people out then, man. Look at them body shots, man. Look at that shot he landed on Floyd. Yeah, he would have his hands full of Ricky Hatton as well. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? See, they don't remember those. They don't remember those versions of their career. See, they remember the old Shane Mosley. They remember the old version of Shane Mosley, man. Yeah, I'm losing signal's getting bad, man. Yeah, Rafael Marquez was an animal too, man. I'm about to get out of here, man. Sign off, man. I'm losing my signal bad down here. So, I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Blue Blood Sports TV, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that bell icon. Get all that new notification when I'm on here. Make sure y'all see me. Holler at me, man. I'm about to get out of here, though. About to sign off. Signal getting bad. Blue Blood Sports TV, man. Conor McGregor, holla at me. Lou Hanton, holla at me. Boss Hog, holla at me. Seeing who else we got on here. Chavez, holla at me, man. Lou, holla at me. Conor McGregor, holla at me, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all stay tuned for all the new notification and all that, man. Can we get on the cell? Yeah, right. Yo, Connor, good looking out, man, on the sub. Yo, Lou, I'm going to make a video about that, man. Because I don't know if y'all know, but Colin Kaepernick trying to invest in that Panthers organization. He trying to get down with that. You know what I mean? So y'all holler at me, man. I'm about to sign off, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. All right? Peace. I'll probably be on tomorrow. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, man. All right? Peace.